G'day there, podcaster. Welcome to a little bonus bit.
Is this your first bonus bit of the year, Ben?
Potentially. I think Belle's
so.
done a fair few.
I think Belle's been picking up the slack.
Well, not
in
even
24.
slack. It's just I've got lots of them, but Belle's always goes, I got one. I go, cool, you do it. But I've got lots.
I think I just had a lot of little bits from the holidays that I'm like, it's not good enough for on air.
You know what I think? You know what I think it is? It's Ben and I have something, and we'll do that on the radio, and maybe you don't back your stuff in enough.
Yeah.
I absolutely don't.
Yeah, I think that's what happens.
Yeah, totally.
Belle, you would remember over the holidays, you gave me all of your old video game stuff.
Yeah.
That's right.
How's that going?
It's good. Just going through, cleaning it up.
Was it
kinda going really quick.
right?
What do you mean, was it right?
Like, if you don't want any of it, just you can give it back and then whatever.
If you want it back, I'll give it back.
I
But
don't want
it's
it
all-
back.
Okay, yeah, it's all great stuff.
But
So
Yeah.
she gave you a 64, was it, or
Whole
was
bunch
it?
of stuff, yeah. 64, heaps of old games. The DS, you gave me your old DS,
yeah.
which is really cool.
I remember when Belle mentioned she had it, and Ben was like,
Yeah, well,
what do you mean? What are you doing?
Bell's DS that she gave me is the DS Lite, which is kind of the newer version, which is cool because my wife Sam has her old has her old actual, like the original DS.
I've got that one too, but I couldn't
chunky one.
find it.
That's all right. So you gave me the Lite, which is good because it's a bit more modern, bigger screen, a bit more brighter. The old school DS is cool to have, but not as fun to play. But your DS, it worked. And
Yes.
one of the cool things was it came out with this really cool hard case with all the games in it. I like that. It's like a travel case. I love
Yeah.
that. And one of the games you had amongst all the other games was Nintendogs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Oh, they'd be pretty.
That
they'd be
ain't
pretty
been
sick.
cleared. Yeah.
And so my wife Sam, she was like, "Oh, she's been playing it heaps. Like she's been playing all your old games, gone through the DS. She loves it.
That's so funny.
She loves it as much as I do." And so most nights, like she'll be playing the DS in bed, and she started playing your old Nintendogs, and your two dogs were still alive.
No
You
way!
had two dogs,
Mommy.
and they were
Hang
called
on, can I? Oh, what were they called?
Morgan and Claire.
Morgan.
You had two dogs called Morgan and Claire.
I don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
I was gonna guess like Roxy or something.
Nope, Morgan and Claire.
You wouldn't
That's
call a dog
funny.
Morgan, would you? if you had a dog as an adult, you wouldn't go, yeah, it's Morgan.
And my wife Sam said, very badly behaved dogs.
Oh, well, probably because their mum left them in 2007
Yeah.
and they haven't been fed since, so
Yeah.
they're probably...
But do you remember the game? The whole point of the game was, if you're not
Yeah.
familiar with it, you get dogs, you train them, you go to shows, they compete.
Oh my god! Yeah, you
and
do.
and then you get money, and then with the money you can buy like new collars, or you can buy
Yeah.
like furniture for your house.
It was the hot game.
Yeah.
My sister played it, and I remember she was obsessed with Nintendogs.
Yeah.
And I think it was also played a lot into that thing when, if as a kid you weren't allowed to have a dog.
That's why I had
If
it.
you were one of those families,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you just sort of
Yeah,
get to
digital
have
dog.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
digital dog.
Yeah, my mum bought me Nintendogs because she said I will never be getting you a dog, so I got Nintendogs.
So there was one point where you wanted a dog.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, when I was a child, and then
So-
I realized, and my mum was correct when she said you'll grow up a bit, and then you'll realize you don't actually want one. And she was
Maybe
right.
you did though, and your mum beat it out of
I
you.
think so because you're
Well,
very
no,
anti
because
for an
I had-
animal lover. You're very anti-dog.
Yeah, it's just overrated. But Nintendogs, I can't believe they're alive. But also, so I had it because my best friend had a DS who had Nintendogs. So when we'd go for sleepovers and stuff,
Yep.
you could do it where the dogs would
Yeah.
like go onto
Yeah,
each other's.
we used to. I used to do that with my friend
It's
Cody
sick.
all
Actually,
the
pretty
time.
cool.
Can't believe Sam's
Yeah.
playing it. That's
Yeah.
so lovely. Has she played
yeah.
Mario Kart? Because I have Mario Kart. on
No,
there.
she's played Yoshi's Island a fair bit. Super into Yoshi's Island.
I have the
Um,
Olympic Games. I had the Olympic Games. Which one? Sega versus something.
Yeah, right. There's some good games in there.
What was that thing? What was that feature on the Nintendo DS where you could just sort of draw and make like a flip book almost? But
Yes.
you know, if you were to draw on the bottom of a
She
book.
had some lame ass games.
No, I didn't. This is my sister. I never had a DS. No, I never. She used to like that one as well.
Right,
so
I never
that
played that.
you know, if you were to like draw lots of little pictures in the corner of a book and go, and it would sort of make an
right.
animation.
You could do that with a
Yeah,
game.
you could sort of do that and like move it a little bit, and then you could almost make like
Ah.
No, I don't know that one.
Cool
I
thing
know
with
I
DS
also-
is with the DS when you open it's got the two screens. So when you're playing something like Mario or Yoshi, you'd be playing on the bottom screen, but then sometimes you would see things coming from the top screen, or if you jump up to a secret level, you'd be up on the top screen. It's pretty
Very
cool.
fun.
Pretty cool.
I missed out on that. I also always wanted a PSP. Never got one.
PSP, yeah, they're very
Yeah.
good. They did the PS Vita as well, which is kind of lame, but PSP very cool. Like having a PlayStation in your hands, and it was pretty good graphics for the time.
Yeah, because that came out just after the DS. I think.
Yeah, I don't actually know what era it was, but it definitely came out. It was around the PlayStation 3 era, but they were pretty good. They were like, when they first came out, that was like, this is the future.
And then, yeah. So I gave you the DS. I gave you the 64. Did you want the Nintendo Wii still?
Yeah, I'll take the Wii.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And then what else did I give you? Xbox something? I can't remember.
Belle, you
There's a whole bunch
gotta
of
you
stuff.
gotta get better at trading. You gotta find some stuff that Ben has that you want. You're giving up all this valuable stuff.
Yeah, no, so there was PlayStation, whatever that was, whichever PlayStation I gave you. But then I couldn't find the actual Xbox. But at home we've got like the freaking, I couldn't give you this because I was like, well, you don't want that. It was like the steering wheel for the Xbox, and then like all these headsets and like gadgets, and oh my gosh, my brothers had so much.
I remember getting a wheel for Christmas in 2005, and it was like literally the sickest Christmas present I ever got.
Totally.
And you put it on your lap and you play.
Yeah, and it had like full like brake and accelerator pedals. Yeah, we got all that.
In my head, I was like, this must have cost like $5,000. But you think about it, it's probably like $100. Like the technology is not that.
At the time.
What do you reckon? I remember thinking that is insane.
It would have been.
It wouldn't have been that expensive.
It would have been a couple $100.
Yeah.
It would have been at least 150.
Yeah.
No,
for a steering
it's like
wheel setup.
300.
Oh, it depends on what
Should I look
you
up
get.
what would PlayStation steering wheel cost in 2005?
Yeah, no, it'd be 150, maybe $200, I reckon.
Yeah, I'm not looking that up, by the way.
I think I put some tea towels in that box with the consoles to wrap them. Did I give you some towels in there?
I don't remember seeing a tea
Or
towel.
sheets? I think they were bed sheets.
I'll
or
check
something.
again. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe at the very bottom.
Yeah, if you don't want them, just give 'em, well, you won't want them. Give them back if you.
I'll take the tea
Otherwise,
towel.
just donate them.
He's taking you to the cleaners, brother. He's got everything of yours.
Can you keep me updated with how Sam's going though with the DS?
Yeah.
All right.
Fun bonus bit.
Good bonus
Well,
bit.
we need the answer.
No,
Oh,
he
no,
said-
no, I
he
said I
said,
wasn't
I'm not
actually
Googling
going to
that.
look at that. Was a joke.
Yeah, that was, no one
yeah.
actually cares.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unless, you guys in your own time, you can look up the price of it. But, put it in the Ben Lehman Bell Alpha Squad if you want.
I think
private
150
Facebook.
to 200 is a pretty safe bet for the steering wheel and brakes.
Then
For, like,
yes,
Forza.
so probably about 400 now.
No, at the time,
Yeah,
it would have
at
cost
the
about
time.
150. Yes.
Yes.
Were you accounting for
I
inflation?
thought Liam was going to Google what it would cost now.
No, at the time, I would,
Oh.
yeah.
And now, it still cost about 150, $200.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow on the show at 8 o'clock we could do, hey, 13-24-10, what do you think a PlayStation steering wheel would have cost at the time in 2005?
Should I just Google it now and see what it costs now?
Nah, don't worry about it.
PlayStation
No, we could do 8 a.m. tomorrow.
steering wheel.
What price would you like to convert to now?
These are all really,
Because went to
really
the
bad
Titanic thing,
ideas.
the Titanic exhibition, and you know how they had like where the level of tickets.
Oh, I
and
actually
how
did
much they
like that.
cost
Was
now.
actually cool.
That's
that was cool.
insane.
Yeah. So yeah, it was. You know,
It's like 200 grand.
yeah, like the upper class ticket, even now is like insane. It's insane that people had that much money.
Well, it was like 5,000 at the time, but that converted now to like 200,000
Yes,
for the first class, which is wild.
A lot of money to drown.
And then the basic, like the third class, was still hundreds of dollars. Anyway, yes.
If you
it's
get
very sad.
so you can get from JB Hi-Fi, you can get how some people take racing games super seriously and they have like simulators.
Yeah.
Rather than like the kids one where you play and it's just like a fun steering wheel. You can get like the simulator steering wheel from Logitech. You can get a Logitech G29 driving force racing wheel for PlayStation, $349.
Yeah.
But that's like a proper one.
That's a
I've seen yours. Yours isn't a proper one. Yours is like a kiddie one,
Yeah.
which is still cool. Don't get me wrong, it's still cool, but it's not like for Forza.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that takes me back.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
funny
my
when
brothers
people
played that.
properly.
People get like racing sims, like just like they get airplane sims, they get racing sims,
Yeah,
and
but people like fully
they
play
have
Flight
like race
Simulator.
seats and they have like steering.
I find
wheels.
it so funny that people play Flight Simulator like enough that they like want to just do safe journeys from like they'll be like, I'll fly from Perth to Melbourne Tullamarine.
Wait, what do you mean? Can you get a game that you actually pretend to
Yeah,
fly?
Flight
yeah,
simulator.
yeah.
It's like a
Why don't you
simulator.
just learn to fly?
Well, I mean,
Because it's expensive
yeah.
and people don't want to actually put their lives at risk. But you can play. I get the appeal of Flight Simulator. Like I get the appeal of getting in a plane, trying to get it from A to B, and not crashing.
I like the idea of like me coming over to your house, like wearing the shirt and stuff, like
Yeah.
clocking on for a shift.
Yeah.
Like
I
only
love
one
that.
can go to the toilet at a time.
Why did we?
We get two separate dinners. Are you having the fish or the chicken tonight? I'll have the chicken, please, Captain.
I'll be the flight attendant. I'll come bring you your
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. No, that sounds good.
Why did we have you land the plane that time?
because Lance said you could do it.
I said I could do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
And that
right.
was fun. So yeah, we did a bit like in Adelaide a couple of years ago, and I sort of like was like, oh yeah, it's like obviously a bit of a bit. Like I'm not actually going to get to fly the plane. But as soon as the pilot next to me, who could take over the controls, got it to a safe altitude, he fully gave me the controls.
And
Ben was sitting in the. Yeah, I did. Well, yeah, because we went into like a bit of a corkscrew spiral. But I'm like, that was without really signing anything. I was quite surprised that he literally let me control a plane.
The bit that blew me away with that was because when I was a kid, I got to fly a plane. Like
so it's like a thing that you can do. Like if you've got a pilot next to you.
But the thing that blew me away. So when I was a kid, I remember I was like 11 years old. We went to Renmark, and I remember the kid down the road. His dad was a pilot, and he had a little like hobby plane. And me, my brother, and Daniel was his name, and his dad flew us to Renmark for the day. And I remember when we were in the air, I got to control the plane when we were in the air. Like, because all you're doing is like steering it, essentially. You're just holding it straight. You're not actually doing anything. But the thing that blew me away with the Liam plane bit was, do you remember you actually took off the plane?
Oh, yeah, true. No, that is true.
He did the throttle.
And
but
I pulled it
Liam
up.
actually pulled back the thing.
Dude, I literally...
The airplane wings tilted and the plane lifted off. So Liam like lifted it off the ground.
He was like telling me how much... So yeah, I
he was like, bit more, ease off. And so Liam took it off the ground, which is crazy.
And he was obviously controlling like the speed.
Yes.
But I remember being really nervous because it was just like, all you have to do is keep it straight. And if you're in a car and you just like drive straight, obviously you can do that.
Yeah.
But in a plane, you're like just thinking like, I'm gonna die if I like put it to the left. So like I remember just like having really stiff arms, like holding. But that's so true. They gave us way more
control.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were watching from
Which
the
they
ground.
would probably, if we all died in the flight logs, that in hindsight they'd go, yeah, they probably shouldn't have given that guy who has zero flying experience that much
That was
control.
wild, but it was fun.
It was a good bit.
All right. See ya.
Bye.